Howdy. Magic is the religion of the artist, and the artist is simply man doing what man does best, manifesting light in the dark universe. So does it? Does chaos magic exist then? It certainly does, as a straw man on the internet, a public punching bag for allegedly more serious magicians, who are presumably terrified of being tarred with our brush for the simple sin of following their own path. Chaos magic is the boogeyman of the ritually lazy. At least I'm not that. The absurdity of these detractors shines brighter with each protestation, allowing everyone else to navigate past the rocks of naive self-importance. It exists, and it is iterating, passing from its errant adolescence into an inevitably overconfident adulthood. Like the Golden Dawn and Thelema before it, chaos magic no longer needs the pre-internet technology of magical orders to keep its lungs moving in and out. It can breathe on its own. I wholly agree on that. In fact, it is orders themselves that need to work out if or what they should be now. They are no longer required as life support systems. There is surprisingly large opportunity here. Any number of functions exist that need filling in the post-digital analog world we are entering. Every so often, magic mirrors should be used as mirrors. What are you for? Some of the criticism leveled against chaos magic are valid. There is certainly a lot of nonsense out there. Yes, there is. Though in the Western magical and pagan traditions, that positively defines a glasshouse conversation. The criticism that it is ahistorical, however, is entirely invalid. Chaos magic owes its inception to the ahistoricity of the truth claims and practices of the Western magical traditions that predated. It formed as a rejection of them, firstly in their entirety and then eventually in a partial manner, following a few decades of re-onboarding of the worthwhile elements. Whether it continues to exist is an open question for two key reasons. Firstly, its founder is still alive. On a purely nominal basis, few spiritual systems outlive their originators for very long. Long live Peter J. Carroll. I'm serious. I think it will beat these odds by virtue of its built-in emphasis of decentralization, which has been core to its success from the very beginning. Secondly, it may just suffer the most terrible of fates it may succeed. A day may come when the idiocies and idea viruses of the Western magical traditions are irritated away, when at least the theoretical overlap of science and magic, and they should entirely overlap, is achieved, when there is just magic. Until then, it will remain an irritant waiting for the pearl. Something we were all taught in our first weeks at film school and promptly ignored was that in order to subvert the rules and conversations of filmmaking, you must first learn and master them. If you disregard them with no understanding of why they evolved in the first place, then your film will be garbage. There is a lesson in that. Magic, at least in its expression, is art. It is not the fault of the grimoires or Kabbalah that Mathers and Crowley got them wrong. Nor is Mathers or Crowley's fault. They were films, not rules. The great watchword of this current magical revival is context. Context. Remember that word. Mate, conserved and refined across millennia of time and space are pieces of greater whole. Pieces of the great whole. Pieces of land, story, and situation that cohere to imply something probably quite profound about what it is to be human in a wider philosophical context. It is not the answer that emerges from the restoration of context. There may be no such animal, but a better way of asking the question. Locate these pieces, locate the context, and ask the question. Till next time. Ask the question. Howdy, partner.